Right. Coming to cell splitting increases the capacity of the system. Increases the capacity of the system. Why? Because the number of channels are reused on the adjacent channel by splitting the original cell. By splitting of the original cell. Okay. In cell splitting, the new cells have less radius compared to original cell because though the original cell is subdivided into further small parts or smaller cells, right? These cells are called microcells. Called microcells. Right. Now, cell splitting is the process of subdividing a congested cell. Congested cell is nothing but a original cell into smaller cells, each with its own base station. That means for new cells also for every new cell there is a base station, new base station. Each base station has to install a antenna, right? Low power antenna. So the power and height of antennas are further reduced. Compared to original cells. This is the cell splitting. Right? This is the large cell. Large cell is nothing but the size of or coverage area of the cell is very large. This is the small cell. This is the smaller cell. But here there are three types of cells with different areas. Right? Different areas for each cell area covers each cell covers the stable area with low power antennas. With low power antennas. Now here are the different cells. It is A to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Right? There are 7 cells. These 7 cells are called a cluster. These are other 7 cells. All these cells are forms a large cluster. In each cell is subdivided into microcells. Each cell is subdivided into microcells. Here are the macrocells here. That means the macrocells. These are called macrocells. These cells are coming from the original cells that are subdivided into smaller cells. It's called the microcell. Right? In each cell, there are splitting cells. Within a 3 by 3 square. Cell splitting within the area of 3 by 3 square kilometers. The cells are further divided into smaller cells. Right? Here is the cell splitting. Why is cell splitting? What is the use of cell splitting here? As users increases, channel capacity decreases. Okay, for limited channels, if the number of users or subscribers are increases, the capacity of the cell will be decreases. The channel capacity will be decreased. For that, we have to increase the capacity of the cell. Further, that's why we are splitting the cell into smaller ones. We have to provide the extra channels. We have to provide the extra channels for more number of users. Because of these techniques, the capacity of the cells are increases. We have already discussed these topics. The limitations. What are the limitations for cell splitting? The first one is handoffs are more frequent. Handoffs are more frequent. The second one is channel assignment. Channel assignments become difficult. All cells are not split simultaneously. So special care have to be taken for proper allocation of problem. Right? These are most important points regarding cell splitting. Handoffs are more frequent. What is meant by handoffs? Handoff అంటే ఏంటమ్మా? హ్యాండ్ ఆఫ్ అంటే సపోజ్ మనం ఒక సెల్ నుంచి వేరే సెల్కి మూవ్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు కాల్ చేస్తే అప్పుడేమవ్వాలి మనకి వితౌట్ ఇంటరప్టింగ్ ద కాల్ the base stations have to transfer this connection to the other base station. This is called handoff. If we increasing the smaller cells, we have to frequently use the handoff technique. Handoff is a difficult process. Even the number of calls are under handoff, the quality of the communication will be decreased. Channel assignments become difficult. Why channel assignments become difficult means why channel assignments becoming difficult is by providing smaller cells or smaller antennas, the number of channels are further increased, right? And also by using frequency reuse techniques also, the same channel will be used at adjacent cells. Because of all these things, the channel assignments will be difficult for them. Channel assignments will be difficult, right? And the most important one is all cells are not split simultaneously. Right, we already discussed it is in the frequency reuse topic. The ideal shape of a cell is irregular shape, right? The ideal shape of the cell is irregular shape. It is ideal cell into further parts. It may not be simultaneously divided, right? There are different shapes. For this, channel allocation will be difficult for different cells, right? This is about cell splitting. Cell splitting is nothing but the original cell will be subdivided into smaller cells. For each smaller cell, there would be low power transmitter antenna, right? Because of the smaller cells, the frequency reuse technique will be used efficiently. Because of this, the quality of the communication will improve and efficiency of the cell is also improved by providing channels to more number of users efficiently, right? Next one is cell sectoring. Cell sectoring mainly related to antennas, mainly related to antenna. That means a cell is divided into sectors around 60 degrees, 120 degrees like this, right? This is different sectors. A 360 degrees cell. These are the cell we are discussing right now. This is the original cell. It is of 360 degrees. Right? This is a 360 degrees cell. Here also different sectors like 120 degree sectors. That means the complete cell is divided into three sectors. Why? Because total 360 degrees angle, we are subdivided into three sectors. For each one, there are 120 degrees. For each one, it is 120 degree sector. There are 60 degrees. 60 degrees. It means total cell is divided into six sectors here. Why? Because generally we are using omnidirectional antenna for a cell. Omnidirectional antenna. Omnidirectional antenna is nothing but it radiates in all directions. It radiates in all directions. For better communication, this cell is the directional antenna is replaced. The omnidirectional antenna is replaced by a directional antenna. Based on the sectoring, we are using different directional antennas. For 120 degree sectoring, we are using three directional antennas. For 60 degree sectoring, we are using six directional antennas for cell sectoring. These are the advantages of cell sectoring. Because of cell sectoring, the interference will be reduced because we are using only directional antennas, right? And also based on the cluster size also. The major disadvantage for cell sectoring is the number of antennas are increased at each base station. Why? Because these all are directional antennas. For each cell, there are 3 to 6 directional antennas have to be used. On the previous class, only one omnidirectional antenna will be used. Number of antennas are increased in the cell sector. This is one disadvantage. Since sectoring reduces the coverage area of a particular group of channels, the number of handoffs increases, right? Because of less coverage area, the handoff for also increases because they both are inversely proportional. Both are inversely proportional. Here is the sector. We already discussed this, replacing omnidirectional to several directional antennas. Here is a picture of antenna. The first one is a omnidirectional antenna. And this is a 120 degrees A, B, and C. This is also 120 degrees sector or alternate sector. That means yeah, the three parts will be divided in this manner. This is alternative manner. This is 90 degrees and also 60 sector. Yes. 90-degree sector also like this. See, the cell sectoring by antenna design. Then comes to micro cell zone concept. Here in micro cell zone concept, the antennas are placed at the outer edges of the cell. That means at each outer edge, the antennas are placed in micro zone cell. like the trunking. We already discussed about the trunking. Trunking, what is meant by trunking? Trunking is nothing but providing